down Rogue One.
There's a reason for this. There's a reason education sucks, and it's the same reason that it will never, ever, ever be fixed. It's never going to get any better. Don't look for it. Be happy with what you got. Because the owners of this country don't want that. I'm talking about the real owners now. The real owners, the big wealthy business interests that control things and make all the important decisions. Forget the politicians. The politicians are put there to give you the idea that you have freedom of choice. You don't. You have no choice. You have owners. They own you. They own everything. They own all the important land. They own and control the corporations. They've long since bought and paid for the Senate, the Congress, the state houses, the city halls. They got the judges in their back pockets. And they own all the big media companies, so they control just about all of the news and information you get to hear. They got you by the balls. They spend billions of dollars every year lobbying to get what they want. Well, we know what they want. They want more for themselves and less for everybody else. But I'll tell you what they don't want. They don't want a population of citizens capable of critical thinking. They don't want well-informed, well-educated people capable of critical thinking. They're not interested in that. That doesn't help them. That's against their interest. That's right. They don't want people who are smart enough to sit around the kitchen table and figure out how badly they're getting fucked by a system that threw them overboard 30 fucking years ago. They don't want that. You know what they want? They want obedient workers. Obedient workers. People who are just smart enough to run the machines and do the paperwork, and just dumb enough to passively accept all these increasingly shittier jobs with the lower pay, the longer hours, the reduced benefits, the end of overtime, and the vanishing pension that disappears the minute you go to collect it. And now they're coming for your Social Security money. They want your fucking retirement money. They want it back so they can give it to their criminal friends on Wall Street. And you know something? They'll get it. They'll get it all from you sooner or later because they own this fucking place. It's a big club, and you ain't in it. You and I are not in the big club. By the way, it's the same big club they used to beat you over the head with all day long when they tell you what to believe. All day long, beating you over the head in their media, telling you what to believe, what to think, and what to buy. The table is tilted, folks. The game is rigged, and nobody seems to notice. Nobody seems to care. Good, honest, hardworking people, white collar, blue collar, doesn't matter what color shirt you have on. Good, honest, hardworking people continue. These are people of modest means. Continue to elect these rich cocksuckers who don't give a fuck about them. They don't give a fuck about you. They don't give a fuck about you. They don't care about you at all. At all. At all. You know? And nobody seems to notice. Nobody seems to care. That's what the owners count on. The fact that Americans will probably remain willfully ignorant of the big red, white, and blue dick that's being jammed up their assholes every day. Because the owners of this country know the truth. It's called the American dream. Because you have to be asleep to believe it.
Oh, what? It's funny. I'm over here writing this list and shit. I started writing this list last night. My dumb ass, I didn't even put George Carlin on the damn list. And I don't know, does he definitely does, right? George Carlin definitely qualifies as a conspiracy theorist or a truth seeker, right? Didn't even put him in the damn list. All right, man. Okay, so let's see what's going on here. All right. All right. Slow key, and I say I am Mr. Superfax. Let's have a real conversation. Last night I was laying in bed and I was like, man, you know, it's a lot of stuff that's going to be happening soon. I think that in our lifetime, they're going to get rid of this internet shit. They're going to wipe everything. All of these channels that we listen to and we go to kind of see, you know, when shit is going down, to kind of be like, you know, what do you think about it? You know, try to outside of the box type shit. And I think soon we're not going to have that luxury. And that's why I'm so big on, yo, we've outgrown the internet. We need to build communities in real life and teach people, you know, via eye contact, not over these tracking devices. Um, you know what I'm saying? Because it's gonna come a time where we don't have the luxury of loading up YouTube or whatever, Rumble, BitChute, what have you, and you know what I mean, having another, having people that are on the same page with you, or people that can give you new ideas or perspectives. You know what I'm saying? We're just gonna be stuck with the knowledge that we have. Um, you know what I'm saying? So I don't know. I don't know. It's like, and I say this respectfully, but it's like conspiracy theorists are like the smartest dumb people to ever exist, because it's like you can basically you accumulate so much like knowledge, but really like discernment, like and spiritual foresight, to where you can see the future. Almost you can see how shit is going to go, but you do nothing to avoid it. You know what I'm saying? You take no real action to avoid it. You know what I mean? So I'm gonna go. So I was laying in bed last night, and I just started writing down all of these channels that I've been listening to for the last fucking maybe like decade. You know what I'm saying? And we're gonna go through them. Every channel or individual that I list is not necessarily, I might have to make like different categories. It's some people in the list, they're fucking agents, but they put out truthful information. It's some people in the list that I feel like they're like the OGs, and I fuck with them so much, and I learn so much from them. It's some people in the list that definitely qualify as fake woke, but every now and then, you know what I'm saying? I don't know if they know it or not, but they will tell the truth. So yeah, man, there's that. They definitely didn't send out the notifications on this video, but we'll go through it. But first and foremost, all the people that support my channel, all the conspiracy theorists, truth seekers, immortal light beings, what have you, that support my channel. You know what I'm saying? All the people that I've done personal collaborations with, you know what I'm saying? Those are the people, those are definitely I gotta put those people, not just like honorable mentions, but those people, people I talk to offline, you know what I'm saying, in real life, about things that happen on a daily basis, you know what I'm saying? For instance, like a hurricane, or a Kelly, or a Hero, or a Jay Marvelous, or a Cosmon Cow, shout out Jay the Mindset. The list goes on and on. Shout out Rich T, shout out Metaphysical Life Mastery. Like I've been fortunate to create content with people that think outside the box, and they're just like they're spiritually advanced. You know what I'm saying? So I'm definitely proud of those people. The armchair revolutionaries. I mean, the list goes on and on and on. So if I didn't say your name, you know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to be disrespectful to Water Styles. Everybody, man. Everybody. I am a hardcore, bona fide, you know what I'm saying, truth seeker, conspiracy theorist, man. And I take pride in that, man. I take pride in that. I'm gonna be honest with you. All right, so first things first, man. Like the very first channel, I woke up on accident. I woke up on accident, man. You know what I mean? I never had nobody in my family recommend anything, not even Alex Jones. You know, I've never had anybody in my family or any of my friends, you know, during that time when I was growing up, recommend any truth channels, any conspiracy theorists at all. One day, I don't remember what it was. I think it might have been like a school shooting or one of them random things where I was like, what? This doesn't make any fucking sense. And I was just on YouTube and I was playing Call of Duty Black Ops 1 on fucking PlayStation 3, I think it was. I don't even remember. I think it was on PS3. And I'm playing Black Ops 1, you know, and I'm, you know, doing my thing. And then I just on YouTube and I just Googled whatever. And I just, you know, whatever I searched on YouTube, whatever it was, that whatever event that happened. And the very first channel that I listened to where the dude had a panel and he had other guests on was Jeff C. You know what I'm saying? Rest in peace, Jeff C. You know what I'm saying? You feel me? And this it's been 3 years apparently. It's been 3 years since this dude passed away, which is crazy. You know, so you know, as a disclaimer, I'm not subscribed because I'm on my other channel, but as a disclaimer, you know, you got to take the emotion out of, you know what I'm saying? Don't be, you know, respectfully, don't be a bitch. You know, it's about the message and not the messenger, including myself. You know what I mean? There's a lot of people that don't like me, and I ain't never lied to them. It's a lot of people that hate me just because I told the truth to them. From family, my own fucking family hate me because I told the truth to them. Let's have a real conversation. Okay, I had girls I was in relationships with, you know what I'm saying, raw dogging the uterus. One day, you know, on Monday, and then Tuesday they hate me because I didn't fucked around and told them the truth about themselves. I didn't held up a mirror to them. You know, the same way I hold up a mirror to myself. I know I ain't shit. I'm not perfect. I ain't shit. See how easy that is? You feel me? But people can't do that. So when I go through these channels, you know what I'm saying? Please refrain from like being like, oh, this person this and this person that. It's about the message, you know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna go through all of these channels. And then at the end I'll probably, you know, pick my top 10, maybe just pick my top 5, you know, but channels that personally, you know, how I'm going off of it is channels that personally help me grow on a spiritual level and develop like awareness and understand this whole social engineering that's going on out here, and learn how to control that anger that comes from when you realize, you know, the world is a stage. There's a lot of anger that comes from that shit. Nobody teaches you anything, bro. There is no fucking like community college for conspiracy theorists, bro. Nobody teach you how to control these emotions once you realize everything is a fucking lie. You see what I'm saying? Let's have a real conversation, right? So one of the first channels that I saw was Jeff C, and he had a panel on there, and he had Red Pill Revolution at the time. I think he changed his name. He had Press Reset Earth. He had Chrissy Tokyo. He had that other dude from Australia. I forget his name. He was doing, and I at the time I didn't even realize that's what I wanted to do, was bring like truth seekers together. I didn't know I wanted to do that at all. You know what I'm saying? And he might have played a part in that, you know? And you know, this it don't matter. Like yo, the dude, Jeff C would say some shit or he reacts certain ways, and I'll be like, what the fuck is he talking about? You know? But at the same time, it's like you have to give people their fucking flowers, man, for even taking the time, you know what I'm saying, to create this content. And he reached a lot of people, you know what I'm saying? And his channel was constantly being taken down. His channel was constantly being taken down and fucked with. You know what I'm saying? But to keep going, you feel me? So definitely, in my top 10, I will say Jeff C is number one because just the way that, like I said, I woke up on accident. So just the way my life happened, you know what I'm saying? And I personally don't think he's an agent or nothing like that. Can I prove that he's not? Absolutely not. Can we prove a lot of shit? No, but I personally don't believe he's an agent. Free Radio Revolution. Oh yeah, he has so many fucking channels, bro. He's the most censored person in YouTube history. And I'm surprised his channel didn't get like taken down. I'm gonna be honest with you. So yeah, whenever I'm like, because it's like it's situations like what happened the other day, right? Where I'm like, what would Jeff C say about this, right? About the Trump attempt? What would Patrice O'Neill say about this? I mean, what would George Carlin say about this? Like, I literally, that's one of the first things I start to think about. Like, what would these people say about this? You know, because there's a lot of people out here, the people that's left, it just seems like they have sympathy. It's like, bro, if you want to be a slave, then be a slave. Continue being a slave, because it just feels like a lot of these people, they still have sympathy for their for a tyrant and their oppressors and shit. And I just can't relate with that. I would never have. Like, it's really us versus them. And I don't know what's going on. I don't know why that line in the sand isn't really like, you know what I mean? I don't know what's going on. But it's scary, man, because you're already outnumbered, and then the people that you think is on the same side as you, they're playing the fence now. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. So Jeff C is definitely, he's number one of my top 5. All right. And the dude was sharing a lot of information out there. All right, let's see. We're gonna go right down the list. Definitely number 2 in my list is motherfucking Paul Romano, aka Pockets of the Future. Channel was heavily shadow banned. Okay. Shout out Paul. He Paul respectfully. Paul looked like one of them cavemen in the Geico commercials. Okay. He just groomed up a little. But shout out Paul. He's been through a lot of shit. He's well traveled. And he has just like, bro, he's one of them. He's one of them ones, man. I would love to interview Paul and have a conversation with him. I got to reach out to him. I will pay this man. I don't give a damn. But he's literally like, at one point, like, that's how I gauge somebody. Like, when I first started listening to him, like, he was hacking away at my ego, and my ego would get mad because I'm like, no, we can still fight the system, and we can still win if we come together and we wake everybody up. But then you overstand, like, when somebody keeps hacking away at your ego, it's like, no, at some point in time, you know what I'm saying? Once your ego is dismantled, now you have to face the truth, period. And the truth is, you cannot save this system. You cannot save this beast system. It has to collapse, and then we just have to, we have to build, hope to build something better, from the rubble. Let's have a real conversation. You feel me? So, Pockets of the Future, man. Wanna honestly, listen to this dude damn near every single day. Right? He's talking about Trump and Biden. You know, a lot of my favorite channels, you know, obviously they don't subscribe to the left right paradigm. I fucking left it's funny because as I'm thinking about, like, I keep remembering other channels while I'm doing these videos. You know what I'm saying? And I don't think people, this is what I'm saying, I don't think people realize how massive a community, man, probably a couple 100,000 strong, if not more. But I'm talking about real truth seekers, probably a couple 100,000 strong. There's no reason for us to continue participating in this show. Let's have a real conversation, bro. It's no point. It's no point. So I listen to people that they do not subscribe. They don't fall victim to the left right paradigm. You understand what I'm saying? The left and the right are the same. The left and the right are the same. That's why the red and the blue come together and make that royal purple, right? And that purple, once you realize that that purple could possibly represent your crown chakra, you know what I'm saying? And these people realize that, you know, that's why they flaunt that purple in your face. And you divide it. When you divide purple, you get red and blue. You get both of those factions. And you got peasants going to war with other peasants and slaves fighting slaves and shit. You know, it's pathetic, bro. It's pathetic. And I tell these people, you deserve better, man. You deserve better than to fall victim to this propaganda. You know what I mean? You feel me? All right. Get up in the comment section, man. You know, my people, man. My people, they support me every day. You feel me? And you know, definitely hop up in the live chat and let me know. I got a long list. I got at least like 30 channels. And we not even talking about the channels that have been terminated. And we not even talking about, that'll be a different video. The channels and the content creators that have been, you know what I'm saying, terminated off these platforms. We're not even covering those in this video. Shit is annoying as hell, bro. Yeah, definitely check out Jeff C. Definitely check out Paul. You feel me? Polish K, man. Yeah, no, I'm gonna hit him up. It's just I think he's on like he's on Facebook. I heard of him. Yep. Plain Truth. Yep, I know him. I definitely forgot to put him down. You know. Firecracker Crew versus Starlight Crew. Did the new episode come out today, or is it coming out tomorrow? Yep. So Pockets of the Future, man. That's my guy, man. That's my guy for real. That's my guy. You said George Carlin. Definitely George Carlin. I forgot them. My guy, the OG. I gotta get an interview with this dude, True Virus. This dude is crazy, and I probably should be playing some of their content. I just thought about that now. I probably should be playing like little tidbits of their content so people kind of get an idea. You know, this is gonna be a longer video. This is gonna be about a 2-hour video. You know, because there's a lot of people out here, they might not have never heard of these channels. And the gift that these people have is they have the ability to just go upside your fucking head and knock you into a different paradigm. You know what I'm saying? Let's have a real conversation. They hack away at your ego and things of these natures, man. That's how I kind of judge people. Like people that they're able to present a new perspective to you over and over and over and over and over again. Like, damn, when a person is constantly saying something to you, and then you're like, damn, I never thought about it like that before. That person is special. Especially when we understand like there's nothing new under the sun. So when somebody hits you with a new perspective, you need to cherish that person. You need to appreciate a person that has the ability to do that. You know what I'm saying? So we'll listen to a little of these channels. Ah man, probably should have been playing other ones.
No, you can't go to the nightclubs without getting shot the fuck up. Come on now, sheep.
Yeah, that's true. And that's true, Fires.
You can't go to nightclubs. You can't go to the grocery store. You can't go to a movie theater. Once again, you damn sure can't go to a fucking elementary school, right? What a joke. Gen Z boss in a minute. Who gives a fuck? Clown ass shit. Watch this teenager leap from his jet ski to save a runaway boat. Because all the other pussy ass grown adults around him couldn't figure it out. Too busy looking at their TikToks. Body found on Spamore death. That's all this fucking death cult talks about. Psychopath motherfuckers. Burberry CEO is out after company warns about its profit. Gives a fuck. Didn't suck enough Jesuit dick at the last party, huh, buddy? Now you're getting put out.
There you go. That's true. And once again, like, he was one of the people that, like, when with the whole truth bomb shit, he was leading that pack. I think Jepsy was a part of that too. When the mainstream media was coming out with some bullshit ass story, we will all go over to that story and bomb, okay? Bomb on the Machiavelli side of the game. Bomb first on that dislike button, bro. To the point they had to change the whole format of YouTube, bro. You know how important that dislike button was back in the day, bro? Let's have a real conversation. You know? Let's see. Another channel that I listen to, Dabu77. OG been around for a long time. OG been around for a long time. Okay? Underground World News. He just went live yesterday.
At Vistaprint, we print
He just went live yesterday. These are my OGs. Because they've been doing this shit forever.
Are good walking cities to walk in, and they're beautiful. But the crime is big in some of these. And some of these cities, I told myself I'll never go back because it was so bad. Philly, been there. Pennsylvania, city of brotherly love. It has, every city's got its crime, but this one gave me some of the most beautiful waterfront drone footage of the city, and the city was it was beautiful. Philly was, we walked it. There was a big march. We filmed it in rain and sun. Philly was, it was a good experience. The historical aspect of it, got to see the big bell, all that. So it has history. If you ever want to, I will say that. Providence, Rhode Island. I've never been there. They say that's another good one to get out and walk. Key West, Florida, number 3. I've been there. I'll say that, yeah, it is type thing. Like now, that stuff's gone. They've killed it because now, for example, with the cost of homes going up through the roof, they said the median house price is approaching $500,000. Well, let's just take that. Let's say it's $400,000. Let's just round it up to $500,000. That's where it's heading, right? for the median home. Can you believe that? So if you take a 2% tax on your property, that's what some states are doing. Okay. That's $10,000 right there a year. You got to pay just to live on the land that you own. Can you believe that? A lot of people got to incorporate it or fold it into their house payment and all this other crap. So they're really not recognizing or seeing it. But this is what you're doing. Other places are like they're giving your property like an increased property value evaluation. And this means that you're going to have to pay more and more and more. And this is the trick, man. They just come to you and like, oh, yeah, your property's worth a whole lot more now. But guess what? You owe more in taxes. It's ridiculous. It's set up. And it's at some point, something has got to totally change.
And I think what they're doing is they're just squeezing the last little bit of money, they can out of us before they collapse the system. That's it. That's really what it feels like. Because none of this make any sense at all. None of it. A burger by itself is almost 20. There's like a burger place. It's like a barbecue place, but they make really good burgers by my house. They want $18 for a fucking burger. No fries, no sides, no drink. They want $18 for a fucking hamburger. One. You feel me? Right? Where the fuck is Thomas Matthew Crooks when these motherfuckers, okay, you go in these restaurants and you see these prices? Where is Thomas Matthew Crooks when it comes to this inflation? Okay. Take one for the team when it comes to these menu prices, Thomas Matthew Crooks. That's where we needed you. Get your mind right. You feel me? So definitely, shout out Dabu. That's a content creator I just started listening to. Damn, I can't type for shit. This is a content creator. Shout out Donut. This is a content creator I just started listening to probably a year, 2 years ago. Look, the dude, it's crazy, man. Because Donut, and I want to get an interview with Donut too. But the fucked up thing with Donut is like he did everything he's supposed to do to be successful and especially financially when it comes to creating content. He went out, he bought the fucking cameras, he buys the microphones, he has the equipment, he has he put in the work as far as like his interview styles and stuff like that. He reaches out to content creators and other enlightened people and shit. He's done everything he's supposed to do the right way. But YouTube punished this dude, and along with a lot of fucking content creators that tell the truth. A lot, you know what I'm saying? The dude is out here, and this is rare. And I keep remembering people that I don't have on the list. Yeah. But the dude went out here, bro. How many truther channels do you know have 133,000 subscribers? But his channel is not monetized. So, you got to support him via Patreon or Cash App, I guess. So, shit like that, But it's sad. This dude should be able to make a living off of his content, especially when you have the ability to get that many people to press the fucking subscribe button. It's bullshit. is complete fucking bullshit. You know? And then you got these other people out here, they do food reviews. They'll, you know what I'm saying? Like they'll do food reviews, or when something happened, like this dude I saw, they do skits and shit. I saw this dude, he was pretending that he was like, this is how Kendrick Lamar was in the Not Like Us video. And he wasn't doing no, he was just like dancing or some shit. I'm like, bro, a million, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, this is the most brain dead shit ever. And these people can make money. These people can literally, they're flexing money off making brain dead content that doesn't help anybody. That only fucking turns your brain into fucking fucking Gatorade and shit, man. You know what I mean? I heard a grown ass man say the other day Gatorade was healthy. I swear to God. I heard it got electrolytes. I heard a grown man in real life say Gatorade was healthy for you, bro. I was like, bro, get me the fuck up out of here, bro. I was like, get the fuck away from me, dog. I do not need that bullshit, that fucking retard virus going on in your brain rubbing off on me. All right. You know, and you know, he does a lot of videos with Ani Saru. You know what I'm saying? This dude, Ani Saru, these dudes are a good team right here. But this Ani Saru is smart as shit. You know, and this is a sign of like, you know, this is one of the signs of like a fucking hardcore, you know what I mean, conspiracy. Look at all the fucking this nigga got 100 tabs open. This nigga got 100 tabs open. It's stuff like that, you know what I mean? It's like a conspiracy theorist checklist. Do you have at least 40 tabs open at a time? Just so you can save the bullshit? Because you know if you exit out of the shit and then you try to go find it later, you know it's going to be gone, right? Let's have a real conversation.
Driving in UFOs today, or yesterday. But even the New York Times released the First Amendment is out of control, right? The number one free speech amendment is out of control on the day the country was founded. The country was actually founded on 7/2, July 2nd, but Benjamin Franklin changed it to July 4th because that's when the sun connects with the phallic monument, going back to the symbols of Sirius. It's all very, very serious. This is serious stuff. And here's that 72%. But even with RFK Jr. in the news right now on World UFO Day, eating a dog right here, JFK ate a dog appears. That this is symbolism because of the dog days that we're entering.
Yes.
The Helical Rising. This is absolutely nuts. And here's Beetlejuice. Will be connected with it all. And but yeah, and so in this, you're talking about Twin Peaks, right? The AA, the two mountains. This Arby's commercial has got the star of Twin Peaks in it.
It does. It does. And
Oops, sorry.
They're highlighting.
Whoa.
Okay.
It just went insane right there. My bad.
It happens, bro. It happens. Technology. But the Twin Peaks, yeah, they're talking about the secret chiefs. Connecting with the secret chiefs, it goes back to Blavatsky and the Theosophical Society when they were making contact with these plasma-based entities. Basically, they found a way how to connect to these interdimensional beings. And these beings reside in these spaces within dimensions. And the only way you can reach these dimensions is through consciousness. So during certain astrological dates, for instance, right now in Vedic astrology, we're in Krishna Paksha Davadashi. That's when the sun and the moon would form a golden angle. And it's 42 degrees apart. That's when Vishnu and Aditya has rulership over the day. This is a specific day before Amavasya in Vedic astrology, which is the time that they do the most black magic rituals. It's when certain portals open. When the eclipse happened this year, it happened in Amavasya, bro.
Amavasya takes place at the end of the last month and the beginning of the next month. And it basically, when I was referencing these interdimensional plasmic beings, they can make contact in consciousness, and these magical lodges figured out on certain dates. There's astral spaces that open that allows for communication with these specific beings. So they started to name these spaces and name these beings. And that's what, that's Amavasya dates right now. So like two days, I believe, is when we begin Amavasya, and they do the most underground black magic rituals around this time, bro. They go underground, they put on the mask, the animal skins, and this is when you see like Illuminati movies like Eyes Wide Shut. This is the time period that they do it per month.
Interesting. And this is Vedic astrology.
Yeah, this is Vedic astrology. If you go down a little bit to July, where we're at right now, they'll show you the date. So July 5th is when Amavasya starts, and it ends on the 6th.
Oh, wow.
And what's
Nice.
interesting with Vedic astrology, I was talking about on my Patreon video, that there's a website you can go to called Devaguru, devaguru.com. There's these special Vedic days. One in particular, there's a Vedic day called, well, it's not a name for it, but it's the 8th lunar day. It's a Tithi. A Tithi is a lunar day. We have a certain amount of lunar days, and on 9/11 this year will be one of the rarest days in Vedic astrology. Is when on Wednesday, which is a Mercurian time, falls on a 8th lunar day. And this is the best time to suppress Rahu, which would be the North Node in Western astrology. Rahu in Ketu in Vedic astrology represents the head and the snake. The head of the snake and the tail of the snake. I'm sorry. Rahu is the head, Ketu is the tail. That's the North Node, that's the South Node. And if a person is ignorant of this, bro, Rahu, the head of the snake, which rules over illusion and deception, that's what they're putting on the society, illusions and deceptions. Wednesday, 9/11, specifically for Panavashu Gemini ascendants, will be one of the best days for you to build resistance and build up a counter aura. And not just to those ascendants, it's just very special to those ascendants. But this is the best time, bro. On 9/11 is one of the most major, important days of this year to build up a counter aura against those illusionary, deceptive energies.
That's funny. They got the fucking Arby's right there. It's funny. I heard of Jordan Maxwell, but I don't know who that is. I know Jordan Peterson. Maybe I heard him, but I never, he just wasn't somebody I constantly listened to. You know what I'm saying? All right. Up next, we got Bro Sanchez.
This is the Kaaba, located in the city of Mecca and South.
I can't knock, you know what I'm saying, this dude like information. Once again, another channel, 135,000 subscribers. Dude been doing this shit forever. He really is an OG. You got to give people their flowers, if for nothing else, for their consistency, and just putting the work in, man. You know what I'm saying? You can feel however you want to feel about people, but I listen to Brother Sanchez content, and I'll be like, what the fuck is this nigga talking about? You know what I'm saying? And he say some shit. Let's see. I didn't even know he talked about
But look, somebody banging something, and I want. This ain't just no clout chasing breaking news. The reason this is important is because as Trump staged this is the epitome of fake news, and they censoring everybody else with fake news, but yet the news faking shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's crazy. America going to hell in a handbasket.
They're saying that they reportedly killed the shooter. So they're gonna have to account for a body too then.
Man, this bet not be a
I
black
mean,
It bet not be a black
that ain't no.
Man,
from the same device.
Trial, you can appeal that shit. If they uphold that appeal, you can take it all the way to the Supreme Court.
Funny, but to say that, why are people staging injuries or near-death experiences? I'm giving you the game right now. We associate that with the underdog, with the Jesus Christ, the world trying to crucify him. This must be a real president because they want him dead. All that shit. And this is just Trump's shenanigans. I can be wrong, but I'm going to put a poll up and we can let callers come on. And I think we agreed on 3 minutes apiece per caller. I'm starting off. That's my 3 minutes. Let's start the shits, baby. What y'all think, man? Let's get it. People, we just understand dancing, twerking, them some of our gifts. We don't know we geniuses. We're astrologers. We're gematria experts. We're fucking astrophysicists. We're goddamn, you name it, nigga.
And I love seeing shit like this, right? He got fucking Ani on the panel. He got Ani on the panel. You can't really see it, but at the bottom right, we were just listening to Ani on Donut Factory. Ani pulled up on Brother Sanchez. So it's like, bro, niggas gonna fucking disagree. Niggas might even fucking disrespect each other. But at the end of the day, it's us versus them. And if you can't control your ego, you gotta isolate yourself, go within, get your spirit right, and then come back outside. That's not on somebody else. That's not on the rest of us to, you know what I'm saying, to level you up, you know, spiritually. You got to go get your shit right, go within, and then you can come back outside. Nobody want to deal with that immature spirits. And you know what I'm saying? Nobody want to deal with that shit. Too fucking old, man. Every day we dying. We die every day. We die a little more every day. I don't have time to deal with your dumb shit. You know what I'm saying? So I love when I see, like, bro, this is just, you know, when I see like these people, like the top tier, what I'm saying is, because everybody has something to throw in the hat, right? You can learn something from everybody, whether it be the big channel or somebody with 2 subscribers. But the point I'm trying to make is, I love seeing the top tier, consistent, super knowledgeable, and research content creators come together, and it's respect. I love seeing that because that means that we're one step closer, you know, hopefully, to people coming together in real life. Because once again, you know, the information might be real, but the internet is a fake place, and you can't change anything in real life. From a fake environment. Let's have a real conversation. You know what I'm saying?
We'll get all of that. But so when another brother come with a different gift that we ain't familiar with because they only gave us football, basketball, all that, we tend to give them a hard time. When I'm just saying, listen, this another one of your brothers, just relax, chill, quit. Don't screen him like that. Let the brother cook. He might be over your head with it. And that ain't his fault.
That up, and I can teach from there. I can teach with someone pulling up. All you got to do is go to a decode.com and I'll show you the shit from my phone.
Because I feel you, but you got to give it, because some people visual learners, some people audio, everybody different.
And I do have a university. I have Camafis Academy. I teach this every day. There's 900 videos on my Patreon where I teach this every day.
So
I ain't got my laptop.
Quick.
So yeah, I ain't got my laptop though. See, niggas like that, like, get the fuck out of here. Niggas like that, bro, go somewhere, bro. I ain't got my laptop though. You got a phone? You on your phone, ain't you, right now, boy? Anyway, all right. So shout out bro Sanchez, right? And I love the channels that that allow people to call into their show, and they give people the opportunity to go back and forth. You know what I'm saying? All right, once again, and that's the thing, when you find like good channels and they really like for the truth community, and they love, they introduce you to other channels. So I learned about one-on-one podcast from Donut, and then Donut eventually went on the Tinfoil Hat podcast. The Tinfoil Hat podcast, I learned about Larry Gators, who exposed the whole Kobe Bryant situation. So it's like, bro, man, it's a real community. It just sucks that it exists. It only exists in a fake environment. You know what I'm saying? It's honestly fucking retarded. You know what I'm saying? So Juan, he be fucking going like this dude, like, you gotta really sit down and listen to what the fuck he be talking about.
What if recording high quality content?
This is not fast food content.
To the horn. And these organoids are literally worked to death, and they're hooked up to electrodes. And here's the thing. Let me find the part where it says here. I'll just summarize it because right here. The creators of the neural platform insist that this is perfectly okay because the mini brains are not sentient beings. How do you know? How do you know that? Because this is the same exact ethical debate they were having in the 15th and 16th century with these guys that were creating homunculus. They were like, bro, why are you destroying it? I don't know if God put a soul in that thing. I kill it before God puts a soul. I kill it before it can be possessed by a demon. I kill it before it's not sentient. Just let it live. Is it? Are you really so sure about that? Then how would it know good from bad? I mean, how would you know to hit it with dope? Bro, what if and if you study Boltzmann's brain, which is kind of sort of like this, but a Boltzmann brain is a thought experiment where essentially in the hydro equilibrium vacuum of space, for those that believe in space, because I know space is fake and gay for some of you, but just bear with me for 1 second. Let's talk of space as a realm, right? Let's talk of space. Maybe space is wherever the hell this company, the Final Spark, is, or whatever the hell they're called, and that's space. They're contained in some closed system, whatever. According to the laws of thermodynamics, which Boltzmann talked about, cells are in a constant state of fluctuation, waves, if you will. You have peaks, you have valleys, and at some point in time, cells are clumping together all the time, coming together all the time. And maybe once in every 2 billion years, 1 billion years, whatever, who cares? These cells come together to form a brain. And for the smallest time measurement of time, that brain lives an entire lifetime, memories, everything else, because it was connected for 1 second and then it disintegrates out again. Well, it doesn't just work for brains. It could also work for entire bodies, entire living beings, if the Boltzmann brains thought experiment is a real thing. And it's making me think of that, of how many people, even those maybe listening to this show right now, could be a Boltzmann brain, this brain that's floating in the nothingness of space that came together for the smallest fraction of a second. You lived your entire lifetime and then it just disintegrated back into reality. Well, now we have the real life thing, because we got these people. And let me see if there's a freaking picture of this, dude. I want to see if they have pictures of these brains, because when I read this,
yeah,
Joe,
they look like little blue balls. Like
Joe,
they
yeah, you gotta be like I said, bro. This dude, and I like Juan because, like I said, I go on his channel and I'll hear 10 seconds of this dude talking. I'm like, bro, what the fuck are you talking about? But that's kind of like dopamine. It's like a dopamine hit for a lot of us that we've been doing this, we've been doing so much research that we damn near heard everything. We've heard almost every fucking conspiracy. So then now, you know what I'm saying? When you hear something like what he talking, I'm like, bro, I never heard of this shit. So that's what makes Juan special. You know what I'm saying? Just like a Ani, you know, a lot of content creator. I'm like, what the I've never heard what the fuck he's talking about in my life. You feel me? So shout out Juan, man. Juan on Juan podcast. Okay. These are all people that like, these are people like a Juan, like a Donut. These are people I want to hang out with in real life and just get a drink with, and we just talking shit. You know what I'm saying? No Diddy. You know? All right. You know, tinfoil. You know, I found these dudes about 5 years ago. Sam Tripoli, Tinfoil Hat Podcast, Broken Simulation. You know what I'm saying? I've been listening to these dudes about 5-6 years. You know, their channel, look, 143,000 subscribers. People don't realize how strong the true community is and how fucking powerful these motherfuckers would be if you just came together in real life. The same way these idiots support, you know, they go out to these rallies and they support these puppet presidents and shit like that. We can do the same thing and support each other. I don't understand, bro. I don't get it, bro. You feel me? Okay, but I will say this. This really
what do you guys
this really like bothered me listening to, yeah, he's a comedian. And you know, like something about saying, like I've watched this stand up and stuff, and it's okay. But I love what he's doing, man. But this shit right here, their reaction to the Trump shit, like really bothered me because I was just like, they're just basically like kind of being like, oh, this shouldn't happen. Let me see if I can find it.
Shooter, a third shooter, a fourth shooter.
They say it is, and what that means, this is what we're here to discuss.
Yeah, can I say now? You said something. You said that it's never what we're told at first. But
Sato, no disrespect, Sato. You know you my nigga. But this dude Johnny, he kind of remind me of you, Sato. This dude Johnny. I don't know, just the way he talk and shit.
And this is important. The clues to what actually went on are often available right now. You know, the people on the ground, their first reactions, the videos that get deleted later that we should all be saving right now, the reports that, you know, get the guy on CNN saying that he was pointing at this guy, the shooter.
Yeah, I'm gonna find those. I'm gonna find those as
all
we
of these
talk.
videos like that. Now, those are the things we should be paying attention to. People who were there on the ground and what they heard, like the guy calling into CNN and saying that he thought there was a second shooter. Now, Wolf Blitzer shut that down. Wolf Blitzer was like, "Oh no, we've not heard any reports of a second shooter." So I mean, yeah,
are we gonna believe everybody though?
Don't believe the news, but definitely take notice of what people who were fucking there have to say, and as more of that comes out.
Well, you don't think there'll be someone there trying to say there's a second shooter, a third shooter, a fourth shooter, just trying to stir up the pot? So
I mean, no, of course. I mean, yeah, there's going to be disinformation, of course, but it's also, I mean, you're also, I mean, that's what they call it, fog of war, right? You have this situation where there's outgoing gunfire and incoming gunfire, so you know that could be confused for another shooter as well. Because these snipers, this last video I sent you guys that just came over, there's footage now, and I'm sure, you know, on Monday there'll be even more because there were so many cameras up at the time, you know, cell phone cameras, of a guy shooting, I gotta be careful with that word, recording President Trump on the opposite side of the ear that he was shot, and then behind him you can see two snipers on the rooftop, and right after that first shot whizzes past his head, you know, and clips his ear, I think it was the first shot that did, you see them like react. You know, they pull their sights down on to someone, and then you hear the outgoing fire. I'm assuming like right after that. But yeah, it's so dramatic. I mean, I wasn't expecting this.
There's a lot of stuff going on right now. First of all, I'm trying not to be funny right now, but there's a video or a picture of a guy out there that everybody is saying is the shooter, and it's a fat guy who looks like a Middle Eastern with glasses. That guy's not real. That is not the real guy. The real guy is the guy who that is like a Sam Hyde. Have you ever noticed this about Sam Hyde, where like there'll be like a shooter's out there and a picture of Sam Hyde pops up?
It's a fake, right? Yeah,
right.
There's
So
no-
it's not that at all. So I found this thing. This is a guy. He's talking.
Look at if you look at Sam's shirt, he got that. What is that called? I mean, it looked like the inverted. It was called inverted pentagram or something like that. It looked like the goat shit. It looked like the Baphomet shit. Like, can y'all see that? Or am I tripping? But it looked like the little, you know. Am I doing too much?
There's a lot going on here, dude. There's a lot of moving parts. So we have to be very, very, very sensitive to what we're talking about right now, right? Like we have to be. Okay, hold on one second. Are you bringing it up, Johnny? Because I found it.
Do you want me?
No,
Yeah,
I don't. I haven't seen
Okay.
anyone say the shooter's been
Okay.
identified, so that would be a first for me. I was just watching.
No, I think you right here. So we'll.
And I just, you know, and then the upside down, the inverted LA logo. Like I said, it get to the point where it's like, I don't even fucking care like what these people do. You know what I mean? I'm just here to observe. You know what I mean? Honestly, when I wear, bro, I buy a lot of my clothes from Walmart. You know, I'm either wearing, if you see me in real life, I'm either wearing a white t-shirt, a black t-shirt, or some graphic t-shirt from Walmart. I really just don't, you know what I'm saying? I'm not a shopping ass nigga. I'm not a fashionista, you know what I mean? So you see me in real life, bro, I'm wearing a shirt from Walmart that has like Venom on it, or Nirvana, one of them, you know, or Aaliyah, like one of them shirts that they sell at Walmart, because I really don't care. Or I'm wearing a all black or all white t-shirt. I don't do all that shit. I don't do it. You ain't never gonna see Loki T outside with an orange damn shirt on. It's goofy shit. If you ever see some shit like that, okay. If you ever see me outside and I'm not wearing either a black or white t-shirt or outfit, bro, that's not me. That's not me. You ever see me outside wearing some bright color, let's say, wearing a all blue t-shirts, nigga, that's not me. Okay, they done Kevin Harted me. If you see me, they done Kevin Harted me. Let's keep it real.
We'll start with this. Here we go. We'll start with this.
They done Dave Chappelle'd me.
The event, but you were just outside. Tell us what you saw. So we had a party here all day. You can see behind us the Brinkles Farming Greenhouse here.
Can you bring that up a little bit, Sam, louder?
And we all decided,
Yeah.
hey, when we hear Trump up there,
It's as loud as it gets.
through the field.
5 shots.
100%. Yeah.
Yeah.
And you look, there are photos of the person that we were initially told was the shooter who was being dragged through the crowd, which
Yeah.
Immediately you hear that doesn't make a lot of sense. How did somebody get into the crowd where they have to do, pass through a metal detector with a firearm? It turns out, we found out later it was a spectator who was shot. You can see that they would be right in the line of fire.
And the reason that gets weird, Johnny, what you're saying is because what gets really weird about is how they're treating this guy. Like, again, we've had conversations before, okay?
A spectator, you're talking about what we're told is a spectator that was being...
The spectator that, we're first told that they are possibly the shooter.
Right.
And then the next thing we're told is that actually somebody hit, which makes more sense to me, right? If you look at if you look at the angle of everything.
Makes
it
way more
seems-
sense.
And you know, that's a little bit old.
Hold on real quick. Here is the moment. Johnny, you sent me this. This is the moment where people are like, let's watch what this guy's doing right here. Like, let's watch the sniper on the roof.
Yeah, watch the snipers on the
It
roof.
looks like he had time to set that up and hang out.
Well, that's
Hold
not
on.
the shooter, actually. That's
Yeah,
like, those are
that-
right before that. Yeah, that's what we were saying. Yeah, you can see him like he kind of takes his eye away, naked eye. Sees, you can tell he sees some movement. Because if we're to believe the guy in the interview you just played before, they would have
The redhead guy? Is that what you guys
yeah,
played?
they would have been. Yeah, we just played that. They would have been hearing something at that point about there being some activity on a rooftop. So I assume they were activated, like ready to respond. But
How far
How
away?
far
were
away
we?
did that guy say he was?
I just want to say that. So I've told this story before. I went to see W. Bush speak when I was in college. I think it was.
So yeah, I was trying to find the part. This nigga said pink Jordan 5s. That's crazy as hell. I was trying to find the part. I wish I could find it, bro.
And this isn't.
Is that this isn't my first rodeo. And do we have to tell you to be respectful? Do we have to tell more than we're being told? How deep that goes? Well, I'm just like everybody here who's watching. I'm like everybody that's watching. Joining us is Xavier Guerrero. He just ran from East LA. He just left the food truck and came right here to get into this. So we're basically discussing the feelings that are going on right now. And it's something that Johnny, I thought, said that's very important, and that is that we have to really be delicate with how we discuss this right now. Because people like us on the shows that we do, we are very much we kind of are dead on the inside, and we can have a real conversation.
Yeah.
Right? And not everybody is like that. Not everybody is like can have these conversations like we like to have, and we must have. So with that said, again, because Xavier just got here, nothing is ever what they say it is.
But yeah, there was a part in the video where like they were just kind of saying we don't want stuff like this to happen. I can't find it. I will have to go find it or whatever. But they're saying, that's when you start to take the knee. That's when you start to submit, when you say we have to be delicate about how we discuss the truth. Let's just keep it real. You know what I'm saying? That's obedience. That's what the corporation has trained you to do. You have to self-censor, and you have to be delicate about how you deliver the truth to your brothers and sisters. You know what I'm saying? Like it's bullshit. Just call it what it is, and then we on to the next thing. You know what I'm saying? It's complete fucking bullshit. We not allowed to say, who gives a fuck? If he dies, he dies. I mean, and then like we were saying in the video yesterday, if he dies, he dies. Okay, if Orange Man goes down, if Orange Man went down, who are these people gonna fucking what civil war? Who are they gonna go to war with? They're gonna go to war with registered Democrats, or are they actually gonna go to war with crooked politicians? So it's like, let's have a real conversation. You know what I mean? Who are you gonna go to war with? You're just gonna knock on everybody. You know what I'm saying? You're just gonna stomp out every registered Democrat, or are you actually gonna focus up? You're gonna focus on the real enemy, and the enemy is the motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? I mean, bro, you can't make this shit up. These people, I'm gonna be honest, and this is my honest opinion. If Donald Trump would have got shot in the fucking face, these people, his supporters, wouldn't have did shit. Maybe they would have set a Wawa on fire or some shit. right? Maybe somebody would have been drop kicking a fire hydrant, you know, in one of these hillbilly states or some shit. But nothing real would have happened, and nothing would have came from it. It's as simple as that. They just want to keep you stuck in this fucking frequency. It's just like this just frequency of distraction. And they want you so much. That's what's corny about it. They want you so emotionally invested in some shit that really has no effect on your real life. It has no effect on your life. You know what I mean? The banker's going to do what the bankers do. The banker's going to do what the banker's going to do. Right? They're going to print. The IRS going to do what the IRS want to do. The Federal Reserve going to do what the Federal Reserve want to do. The fuck is you talking about? Imagine going a civil war breaking out over a puppet. Get the fuck out of here, bro. Yeah, she said themselves. So they gonna be in the streets fighting each other. But once again, depopulation is the name of the game. They want you in the street killing yourself. You know? Let's keep it real. It is embarrassing. It's sad. All right. So, yeah. We spent a little time on that one. But, you know, I don't know. Definitely disappointed me. Definitely disappointed me. These guys right here. All right. I was listening to this channel last night, Unplug Them.
Okay, this will be an addendum to the
Okay.
Not be neglected. Mind control, flattery, manipulation, etc. Discerning Christians can peep rebellion coming from a mile away, but most of them miss witchcraft control. Remember, the Holy Spirit is called the Comforter. If you're delivering the truth, do so with love and the Comforter as your guide. So you don't have legalistic devilment and pride inside. Jesus is the fulfillment of the law, and therefore we are not anti-legalism in that respect, lest we be by default anti-Christ. Yet we sometimes forget that as fishers we are to draw towards, not drive away the lost. Rebellion and witchcraft control are now in vogue. Christians are seen as obsolete and not with it. Who's it? Fox and CNN just love to cover wars. They've been preparing people mentally by inserting incrementally the idea that
when I have my when they make like a documentary about low key T, I need this nigga to narrate it. I'm saying that for the record. Okay? When they make a documentary about low key T, I want Unplug Them to be my narrator. Okay? All right. He was an unknown legend that was out here fucking all the conspiracy theory bitches.
Civil War.
Raw dogging them in their third eye.
Was a logical conclusion.
I will raw dog a bitch third eye to oblivion.
To the problems that appear to have no solution. They were all facing in this most auspicious 2020. And as 2021 unfolds, I'm sure that these narratives that we've been told are only going to be doubled down upon. And the propaganda is only going to increase. At least that's what it appears as.
Yeah, no Diddy. No Diddy. I was listening to this nigga last night. I fell right to sleep. I fell right to sleep. I was like, this nigga saying some good I was out like a light. Like
going to happen. That's the direction that we're moving in. There's no sign of letting up or stopping from the media's perspective and from their reporting. These are the logical conclusions. Again, there are logical conclusions, especially if We look at some spiritual solutions, but that's not what the secular mainstream world affirming media wants us to do. They want you to blame me and me to blame you. A divided soul is a necessary component of a person who is being turned into an undetectable mind controlled slave. Once one's soul is divided, the end result is always going to be grave, the grave. The soul of America is now divided. As a corporate entity, as a body, that body's already been condemned. If its soul is indeed divided, then death is the fate that has been invited. And legions easily enter into the soul that's divided. And I know that some have been wronged for so long, they've already decided. But if the Lord takes the wheel of this vessel,
Yo,
only then.
what the fuck? Hey, yo. What the fuck? Where was I at yesterday, man? I had a sassy nigga, man. I had a sassy nigga in my face the other day. I forgot what I was doing. But nigga was just sassying it up, man, you know? It's like that sassiness get activated when I come around. I don't know what's wrong with these niggas, man. I was doing something. I went to go buy something. I was at the store or something. I cannot remember what the hell I was doing. But nigga just got real sassy and shit, man. Sad that this attitude came out and everything. I'm like, nigga, I'm just trying to buy this shit, man. I'm just trying to buy this shit and leave. I felt like the dude in 40-Year-Old Virgin. Or one of them movies with a dude. It was one of the movies where the dude was trying to buy he was trying to buy the shoes. Was they high heels? What was I think it was Jonah Hill. He was trying to buy the shoes with the goldfish in it. I think that was 40-Year-Old Virgin. He was like, I'm just trying to buy these shoes. That's me whenever I get to the cash register and it's just a razzle dazzle ass nigga awaiting me. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, man, I don't make eye contact with respectfully. I don't make eye contact with them. I don't want no type of whatever they got going on. And, you know what I'm saying? To jump through that portal and get up inside of me. I don't want to leave me go. I'm just trying to buy this bullshit, man. I forget where I was, man. The sassiness was activated, man. I got cursed out at T-Mobile by a sassy nigga. Like 2 weeks ago. I got cursed out at T-Mobile by a sassy nigga. For real. You know what I mean? Ain't that some shit?
When can it be righted?
Yeah, I was at T-Mobile and this dude was just very disrespectful, man. Very disrespectful. And I called him a bitch. I called him a bitch to his face. This motherfucker said, I'll be that. I said, God damn. Instantly, my insult was neutralized. I was like, you a bitch. And he was like, I'll be that. I said, God damn it. Motherfucker. Oh, man. All right. Shout out Unplug him, man. 80,000 subscribers right there. Man. Nigga said, I'll be that. All right. I got so many more names on this list, bro. I got so many more names on this list. It's not even funny. All right. I'm not gonna lie, I lost a little respect for this. I lost respect for this dude too. I lost respect for this dude too.
To get started in data analytics,
this nigga look like Calico.
Jacksonville, Daytona Beach, Miami, Orlando. Like 1,400 and some dollars, and it's been making the rounds. And I got 4 things. Just there are things that happen in life, but wishy-washy people just burn my backside. When I go to the grocery store, I see people that are neurotic. You notice that in addition to unreliability, you see people walking around with dull eyes. Me as a single person, you know, I'm very tight with the budget, but these must be people with like a wife and a kid or two. They're walking around with dull eyes. You can't tell somebody the truth anymore. They look at you like you're an alien. You used to be like, well, there's a young generation of fools. You know, you can't talk to them. They have like the generation Game Boy, generation iPad. They have the attention span of like 10 seconds or less due to Instagram videos. I forget what the average Instagram video duration time is. Look at the attention span of a mosquito. Everything is working exactly according to plan, to their plan. I thought that in France, by the way, that Le Pen would be elected, and apparently that's not the case. We have an issue with replacement theory, and I don't know why it's still called replacement theory, because it's not a replacement. I talked to a lot of people in Australia and Ireland and Germany and France. The only places in Europe that I know that are maintaining themselves steadfastly are Poland and Romania, and who else? I don't know about Switzerland, but I know every other place in Europe is suffering miserably. I hear it from the locals. You know, my people are from Ireland and England and Germany and Scandinavia. You know, my people, my forefathers. So for people naturally migrate from one place to the other is one thing. What's happening is being done on purpose. I'm not saying for it. I'm certainly not saying I'm against it. What I'm saying, however, is that the repercussions of what's going on is actually very drastic, and it's affecting a lot of people. I've seen some videos of downtown Dublin. I know you got to pronounce it Dublin, right? Instead of like an American would say Dublin, Ireland. Dublin, huh? And the videos are, she bought herself, I think, 15 acres of land. If things really hit the fan, and that's exactly what's going to happen, it's like, you defaulted on it. We're going to take your home now. Say you borrowed 30% of your home. Like, you know, it hit the fan. I can't make my payments on the money I borrowed on my home equity loan. Yeah, it's right there in the fine print. You know, we're gonna foreclose on you. This happens to so many people, and this is being set up as a trap. Hey, you could just still stay in your home, you know, or just take out like $100,000.
Yeah, this is probably not the best video. This is probably not the best video. I probably could have found a better video to showcase this guy. I know one thing. It is hot as bro. It is hot as shit. My nutsack is sticking to my thigh right now.
You know, 99% of the craft would have to be the chemical reactive fuel, and even then, it's
this dude is like just retardedly smart. You know what I mean? Like I can't knock him. This dude is like, he's retardedly smart. Like it's ridiculous how smart this dude is. You know what I'm saying? So that's his channel. Theoria Apophysis. All right. Next up. You already know, man. One of the another OG, Gematria Effect News, Zach. Who knows how many channels he got, bro? I'm gonna be honest with you. Who knows how many fucking channels he's going through? He just did a video an hour ago, not even.
Welcome back, True Seeker. Reportedly, record flooding in Toronto happened yesterday, Tuesday, July 16th, 2024. And with a lot of that news coverage, they're focused on the rapper Drake, who lives in Toronto, whose house was flooded, and he posted about it to social media. And again, want to talk about something that really the whole world should be talking about at this point, based on all that we've proven about this same super repetitive pattern and code when it comes to weather warfare. We're going to talk about this in relation to Justin Trudeau, the Prime Minister of Canada, first. And then we're going to talk about how perfect this is with Drake the rapper. Jonathan might want to even get this in his book, 38 Special. And if you're new here, you know what? If you're new here, I've been talking about this for a long time. Vice News made an article making fun of me in 2017 about this exact topic that I'm going to talk to you about in the exact same way. Again, if you want to check out this article, pause the video, you're watching this later, and read this article, and then come back and read what I'm going to talk about. You're going to see how it's the exact same lesson. But this was the nicely written article by Vice News about me from November 20th, 2017. Would have been Joe Biden's 75th birthday, funny enough. Wacko YouTuber approves World Series was rigged. And what he makes fun of is how I wrote about weather warfare and the number 52 and what happened with the flooding of Harvey in Texas, and then what happened with the World Series 52 days after Harvey was the first pitcher to pitch in Houston after the flooding of Harvey, as in Matt Harvey. And again, we were talking about this way before 2017. I've been talking about this for a decade now. And again, the number is 52 when it comes to weather warfare. The first act of weather warfare in the world admitted to is the Lynmouth flood from 1952. It happened on August 15th, the Jesuit order's birthday. Lyndon Johnson once said at Jesuit Holy Cross, who controls the weather controls the world. Of course, Justin Trudeau, like his father, who have both been prime ministers in Canada, they're Jesuit educated, just like Biden's Jesuit educated, Trump's Jesuit educated. A lot of these people in high places are. Gavin Newsom was in the conversation, Jesuit educated. Only 27 Jesuit universities in the U.S. out of.
And apparently, this is something that I just heard. I don't know. I think Unplug 'em spoke on this, but apparently, Donald Trump's vice president, whatever his fucking name is, who gives a shit? But apparently he was from, I'm going to do a deeper dive after, when I get offline. But long story short, he went to Yale. And we all know what secret society, the motherfuckers from Yale come from. You know what I'm saying? Let's have a real conversation. They try to make all of these dudes like, it's like the Aubrey Graham effect. They try to say they all started from the bottom, but how you started from the bottom and you go into these like super fucking, these super rich ass fucking schools and shit, but you started from the bottom. You know what I'm saying? You ain't never had stamps in your life. You ain't never been an EBT ally in your life, nigga. Shut your bitch ass up. You feel me? And, like I said, Zach is an OG in this. In my personal opinion, I know there's other content creators that work with the numbers and gematria and things like that. But, in my personal opinion, Zach is always going to be like, he's like the Mike Jordan of gematria. Like I said, how I just came into, how I came into this. Zach been doing this since I came into this shit. So it's been about almost a decade. You know what I'm saying? So just it might be biased, whatever, but he's like from the way he breaks it down, Even his cadence, when you see other people break down the numbers, their cadence sounds exactly like his. You know what I'm saying? I'm just keeping it a buck. I know you got Call Me Kinfolk, and you got a lot of people that do the numbers. I think his name was Chris from Vegas. A lot of people, but I feel like Zach, in my opinion, he's the numbers guy. He's the top of that lane. You know what I'm saying? And then he always collaborates with other people that break down gematria, which is what we got to do. You feel me? So shout out Zach. You know, and his channel was highly shadow, man. All right. This is a channel that I used to watch a lot, but I kind of like, you know, kind of stopped really listening to did he change his? He changed the name of his channel. That's how you know. That's how you know I haven't listened to this dude in mad long. He changed the name of his channel. He changed the name of his
This
channel.
man will not back down from these tyrants, and I love it.
We're gonna do a scan of the
He
vehicle.
got 3 million views on this. Yeah, you know, when you do videos reacting to dash cams or audits and stuff like that, that's just easy. It's easy views, to be honest with you. Wow. So High Impact Flicks is doing police reaction videos. Oh my god. Wow. Once again, I haven't watched this dude in like a year. And I remember him and Zach actually they did a show together, had a little debate or whatever. Wow. So he's turned into a cop reaction channel. That's kind of crazy. And you can get away, like YouTube is you know, YouTube you can get away with certain, you know, certain niches. So they're not going to let you do the conspiracy theory shit. But yeah, I can see them letting them get away with making content where you react to. That's crazy. Okay, he talked about the Trump shit. He changed. Damn, bro, I haven't watched this dude in bad long. That's crazy. He's a racist on Twitter. Yeah, what? What? You bought some of his merch? He's a racist on Twitter. He thinks black people are criminals. What?
Hi, everybody. Eric Trump. I want
these clowns.
All right, welcome to this live stream. Had to do this. We're living in some crazy, crazy times. Who expected?
I can't believe he changed his name. I know he got a backup channel too. I'm gonna check it out in a second. But I can't believe. Here's the deal. Isn't that's such a corny name? Here's the deal. Oh God.
This, well, a lot of people actually expected maybe not exactly this, but something like this. An FF maybe? Is this an FF? What is an FF? I don't know. Shout out to people in the chat room if you know what an FF is, and you let me know if you think that's what this is, because I can almost guarantee you that everything that they tell us, yeah, exactly, Donnie. Exactly. Read Donnie Darko's post. I can almost guarantee you, almost 100% guarantee you that what they tell us through Fake Stream, CIA infiltrated Operation Mockingbird, MK Ultra Media about this particular event, almost nothing will be above board. Almost nothing will be the truth. And I don't know who the players are. I don't know to what extent they're playing in this. I don't know the entire plan, but I do know when stuff like this happens, heroes are created. People end up doubling down for the person that they were originally voting for. And it's like, oh my gosh, people that weren't even voting for this guy will now see this guy as a hero. And you guys know me. I'm not left. I'm not right. I'm not medical. I'm not middle. I am a political atheist, because I don't believe, first of all, if you're going.
See, that's why I fuck with him. That's why I fuck with, I think his name is Brian. That's why I fucked with him a couple years ago, because I gravitate towards people that are political atheists, people that don't believe, politics is the biggest fucking illusion, distraction, scam known to man, period. And anybody that falls for that shit, you're a fucking retard, respectfully.
Going to believe in politics, if you're going to participate in the process, if you're going to engage in the, what I call the dog and pony show, then you have to, on some level, believe that somebody's got authority over you, that they have the right to rule you. You have the obligation to obey those rulers, or you be rightly punished because that's what the rules of the road state. So we're going to watch this, and then I've got it plugged into my editing software, and we're going to watch it slowly because, I'm looking at the right hand here because the right hand goes to the right ear. I'm not making any assertions here, guys. You tell me what you think this is. Number one, I'm not so concerned at if this is all legitimate, if this is all above board. What I'm concerned about is what we know comes after these kind of events. Because typically when you have an event like this, especially when it includes a president or an ex-president, in this case, what ends up happening is there's more legislation. There's a greater outcry for those guns to be confiscated. There's more laws that are written. And what are laws? The opinions of politicians backed by the threat of force. And when you have more laws, you have less freedoms. That is usually what happens after incidents like this, whether what you're seeing actually happened.
Now, here's the thing. Hypothetically, what if Donald Trump, what if he was briefed on this, and what if he really did participate in this, and it was staged? What if he really went along with this? You got these dumbass people on the internet. I think Ari Spears said it. Said, and a lot of people agree with this too, but I think Ari Spears said, why would it be fake? Why would somebody agree to die, or somebody died so it can't be fake? Bro, what are you talking about? See, that's what I'm saying. You're spiritually dead. These people actively participate, allegedly, in blood sacrifice rituals. That's how they feel they gain that. That's how they feel they get their power and, show appreciation for these deities that let them, that allow them to have heaven on earth. Bro, and I know, bro, if I would have heard myself say that shit 5 years ago, I would have been like, I need a drink. But when you do the research and you constantly see the pattern after pattern after pattern after pattern, so these people harvesting, and you know what I'm saying? Just spiritually, esoterically gangbanging, Lucifer, you know what I mean? Throwing up all types of Luciferian gang signs and shit. You just, even if you don't believe it, it doesn't matter. They believe in this shit. And just think, if Donald Trump was a part of this, and he participated and he went along with it. And this innocent person, which is CC, shout out Kelly and shout out True Virus. His name, I don't know, it's Corey Carapoloni. Anyway, CC 33. I mean, come the fuck on, bro. Once again, you can't make this shit up, bro.
Or not. So we got to.
It's like these puppets, these puppets. You got these puppets, and then you got the puppet protectors. That's the people that's voting for them. They're the puppet protectors. That's their first line. Fuck the police and the Illuminati henchmen. Their first line of defense is the puppet protectors. You know what I'm saying? The people at the rallies and shit, and the ballots. You know what I'm saying? Those are the people that you're gonna have to square off with before you can even get anywhere near, these tyrants. Let's have a real conversation, bro. So if if Donald Trump went along with this, and we'll just say hypothetically, an innocent person died, look at what you're supporting is what I'm saying. Look at what you're supporting out of pure fucking ignorance. Come on, bro.
Question everything at all times. We're going to go ahead and watch this, and then we're going to watch it in slow motion.
Probably 20 million people.
By the way, this just happened like a little less than an hour ago.
And that's a little bit.
Maybe a little more than an hour ago.
Fucking dog. Bro, I remember the first time I ever heard of some shit like that, like witchcraft. My grandmother, I was watching Harry Potter when I was young, and my grandma was like, because my grandma was heavy in the church. She was heavy in the church. You know what I'm saying? And she saw me watching Harry Potter, and she was like, "That's the devil." Oh, I was like, "Bitch, you sound like the water boy mom. Shut up." All right. But then moving forward, it's really fucking satanic. It's really fucking, you know what I'm saying? It's just very low vibration. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy. But it's crazy how we dismiss shit, right? It's crazy how we dismiss that shit at a certain timeline, right? And then now we can see it clear as day. Like, oh, nigga, that's witchcraft. This is crazy.
Okay, we're gonna watch.
That chart's a couple of months old, and if you want to really see something that said, take a look at what happened.
Bro, they said before this whole situation, he was getting millions of dollars from poor people. I'm like, how is that's how you know we live in bizarre world. How is a billionaire begging poor people for money? And they don't think anything is wrong with it. But let a poor person ask another poor person for money, and they'll look at you like you crazy as hell.
We're watching here live this event happening over in Pennsylvania, and it seems like popping sounds over in the background. We've had the Secret Service members kind of have former President Donald Trump duck there from the podium. I'm going to pump up the audio so we can keep listening into this happening right now.
Now we're going to go over this in slow motion, and we're going to go step by step. And we have some high-res agencies have told the public regarding high-profile stories like this ended up not panning out. In other words, they kind of fibbed to us, and they fibbed to us on a scale writ large. I mean, we have gone, according to history, we have gone to wars, almost every war, over lies. Why? Because truth is the first casualty in every single war. You have to take down the truth, and you have to accept.
This is when I fuck with Brian. When Brian be talking like this, that's when I'm like, all right, my nigga. But then when he start talking about some other shit, I'll be like, man, all right, man. I'm gonna head out. But when Brian be talking like this, man, you know what I'm saying? I'll be like,
Black power.
Accentuate the lie in order for it to work. Or nobody wants
Yeah.
to put their heads on a chopping.
I'll be ready to buy him a Yingling or some shit like that. You know, I'll be ready to buy him a Bud Light and shit. You know, send him a donation when he talking like this.
Block. Nobody wants to
what kind of beer white people drink?
Send their sons and daughters off. It's all the work of propaganda to go into people's minds to get them to think, oh, okay, I'll give the life of my son for the greater good. Because you wouldn't do that if you knew what the actual truth was. If you really knew that, hey, maybe it's not fighting for democracy we're doing, maybe it's deepening the pockets of the international banksters and the oil conglomerates and, you know, all these other agencies, big pharma, the sugar interests, like Major General Smedley Butler said. But we're going to get to the Daily Mail. We're going to look at the high-res photos. Here's one of them. Let me just give you a teaser here. Here's a high-res photo for you. You tell me that Trump does not know what he's doing and that he's not always aware of the camera. He's got the fist pumping in the air in defiance. He's got the blood, you know, natural or otherwise, all over his face. And, you know, talk about a world-class pictures worth more than 1 billion words photo shoot. You think that's not going to get some traction? You think that's not going to garner some sympathies of maybe even people on the left? Man, we got to unite. We got us a serious problem. There's some violent people out there, and this guy's a hero. What a thing to campaign on. Bragging
right. And that's what Pockets of the Future was talking about. If you look at the media in a logical way, if you look at the media every day is saying Donald Trump is basically the equivalent of modern day Hitler. If we let Donald Trump become president, the world is going to end. It's going to destroy this country. It's going to be so much pain and suffering. We cannot allow this to happen, right? So when you put that programming into, the masses' minds, when you have somebody, it's honestly like, it's kind of, a side effect of that is you can have vigilantes. You can create or form vigilantes. So if somebody goes out there and says, they watching the news every day, they not listening to people like me and you, me, Hurricane, Water Style, so on and so forth. They not listening to us. They listening to the mainstream media, or they listening to the completely fucking controlled opposition alternative media like Tim Pool and these fucking clowns, Anomaly and all of these clowns. Alex Jones, right? They're going to feel like I have to do something. I want to save my country. This is a side effect of the propaganda and weak spirits that don't possess true discernment. So if Thomas Crooks goes out there and says, in his mind, he's just like, bro, I gotta save my country. I gotta shoot this nigga in the fucking face because CNN is telling me, seeing all of these motherfucking the TV is telling me Orange Man bad. So, and he's the next Hitler. I don't want to be in a gas chamber, so on and whatever. So if he goes out there and does that and attempts to do that, you really can't blame. You really can't be mad. You can't be mad at him because the TV told him that Donald Trump, you know what I'm saying? Every single day told him that Donald Trump was going to like literally destroy the country that he loves. And I'm just approaching this from like, you know what I'm saying? And that's what I love about Paul, the way he breaks shit down. It makes perfect sense. If we got something on the TV, for people that's still stuck in that frequency, right? And that's why I don't believe anything on the TV, because the TV will have you fucked up. The TV will have you doing shit like Thomas Crooks. And then it's the ultimate, it's just DEFCON 5 gaslighting. These motherfuckers have a master's degree in gaslighting. So then Thomas Crooks goes out there and he tries to save America by shooting Donald Trump in the fucking face. And then the media turns on him and talks about how, he's a piece of shit. But the media was just telling him that the dude he was trying to, he was trying to exterminate. They just told him the day before that he was a terrible fucking person. You feel me? You can't make this shit up. You can't make this shit up. So in reality, what did he do wrong? He was trying to be a good patriot. Thomas Crooks was trying, and we going off the logic of the mainstream media. We going off the logic of the mainstream media. If they telling you this is the next Hitler, yeah, somebody should take care of that. Right? They saying this person is a threat, is an extreme threat to democracy. Yeah, somebody should probably, handle that. Right? Feel me? Mike Tyson limited edition bullets. Let's see the wound. Right? Let's see a close-up picture of his ear. Bet you he'll never post that. I bet you he'll never post that. ED. I got about like 15 minutes left, and then I gotta fucking get up out of here. Okay. I might have to do. I'm definitely gonna have to do a part 2 because I don't have enough time to go through all these videos. Once again, another channel, 70,000. I don't even know how you people get this many subscribers. I don't know how YouTube allows it. I know eventually everybody gets shadow banned. So you kind of just, you're not allowed. They don't allow you to, like, your videos to get recommended to brand new people. So you kind of just, when you make content, that's it. They cut you off and you stuck with the people that were able to find your channel. That's it. You know what I'm saying? But this is a channel that I've been listening to probably for maybe a year now. Not really. I don't really listen to this channel too often. But it's good content here.
All right, let's find out who's sitting on the edge of the internets today. Oh, I forgot to make a freaking whatchamajiglet real quick. I need to do that. Let me do that real quick. And you mean to tell me he has just a little bit right there? That's it? No. Here's another problem.
Listen, bro, if this and once again, I would believe that whole Trump attempt more if there was no blood at all, and somebody, a person behind them got clipped, or if his whole ear, they took his whole ear out. Right? Now, if they would have took his whole fucking ear off and shit, or like the side of his face had him looking like Harvey Dent, let's have a real conversation, right? Have him up there looking like Two-Face and shit. Nah, but if they would have took like his whole ear off, then I'd be like, oh shit, they got that nails, got that nigga. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, come on, bro. It looked like he got a paper cut, man. It looked like he got a paper cut on his ear, man. Come on, dude.
The blood is coming this way off the face. Does that mean that the shot came from behind him? Hello. That's an honest question. I thought it came from his right side. These are honest questions, all right? I'm not buying this bullshit. I'm not buying none of it. Secondly, if you notice, the big T man is standing right here, right? He's got the little podium here. He's got this other thing that's obscuring.
I love when people do. I always like. I gotta get a camera because I want to start doing shit like this. I love when people like. I love when people do their little drawings and shit. It's just so terrible, but it's funny. You know what I'm saying? Like this is other YouTuber that I watch, and he has like a little board or something, like a board, and he like draws shit. I'm like, bro, what the fuck? we so, man, like, so somebody I know, like, I met a conspiracy theorist bitch in real life, and she cool or whatever, but she wrote me a note or some shit, and then I went to, I'm about to go write her a note back. I'm like, bro, it hurt to write. It hurts to physically write, unless you're like doing it every day type shit. Bro, it hurts. I'm writing and I'm like, yo, my arm tired as shit. I didn't wrote one sentence, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy. It's crazy. It's like that whole, like, everything analog or manual is just being completely like de-evolved or exiled out of our fucking existence, bro. What do we need to write for? I write all of my songs on my phone. I remember writing songs in a notepad. I haven't wrote a song in a note. It actually fucks me up when I write songs on paper now. You know what I'm saying? It take me too long to write the damn bar, and then I forget the next one I have.
What's going on, little stars here? It says Trump and all that stuff. He's standing like this. You got all these people behind him. You would think that the person behind him in this realm would be the person that might be taken out but not to lunch. So why weren't they? Just curious. It's not making sense, dude. So sorry. Sorry. The person that was taken out but not to lunch, his initials are CC. They sure are. That's 3-3 all day long.
There it is. And it's just like, it's crazy how people brain work. Because while I'm focusing on something else, there's people focusing on immediately go to the numerology, or what is that called? Like when you focus on letters and shit. Gematria? I don't know. What is that called when you focus on like the letters and shit? That has to be just gematria, because CC33. It's just crazy how, like, we're all dissecting the shit, and it's just crazy to see like how everybody else is, some people go gematria, some people go to the colors, you know what I'm saying? Some people go to like tactical shit. Some people go, to like the date, I mean, that's gematria too. It's crazy, bro. But we all, it's like we all running the same race or whatever. What the fuck am I talking about?
He's from a town in Pennsylvania that means server. He's from Sarver, Pennsylvania, which means server. Oddly enough, the incident occurred in Butler, which also means server. Man, you know what? I'm just saying, the guy was 50 years of age, supposedly. I'm just not buying any of this BS. Here's the thing. Let's go ahead and go back to the roof. Again, the video where you can clearly see here's the roof where the Secret Service sniper is right there. He's positioned right here at the peak of the roof. Yes, of the red building. Yes, he is. And he is in this position, kneeling somewhat. There's another guy kind of laying down over here, but they're at the peak of the roof. The other guy, the naughty man, is back
This
here.
nigga said the naughty man is crazy. That sound like you know what I'm saying? Like the motherfucker is on the secret list of a Diddy party. You know what I'm saying? Like he in the back room. You know what I'm saying? Password. The naughty man. The fuck?
How is this dude gonna hit this dude?
Print it like jewelry designer Kirsten.
Like supposedly crawling, and then there's a little lip in the roof in which he's right there. How did he get a shot? I'm not seeing it, dude. Sorry. Second of all, can somebody please, anybody, tell me what kind of weapon was used? Can somebody put in the class what kind of weapon it was? Because I haven't seen anything about it, what kind it was. Still, well, why not? What kind of weapon was it, ladies and gentlemen? Does anybody know at this late hour? All right, AR, is that right? Of course it would be. All right, and then what is the ammunition for an AR? Is it 5.56?
So monograph. I'll probably go check some more of this video out later. Anybody ever know like what happened with them goddamn red heifers and shit? We never followed up with that story at all. Did they kill the red heifers? Is everything okay over there? Wherever the fuck that was? What happened with the red heifer people? Are they doing okay? Somebody go check on that red heifer people, please. Thank you. I got about 20 more people left on this list, so we're gonna have to I think I got time to do one more. And then we're gonna have to come back tomorrow. I'm gonna do I don't know if I get in trouble if I play his shit. He might get mad. Let's see. We'll do this guy. This is another one. Once again, I don't know how they let these people get 100,000 subscribers
I'm jealous as fuck. I need that clout. I need that attention. I think this nigga got 682,000 subscribers. Lord have fucking mercy. Lord have fucking mercy, bro. Jesus. 39,000 views. I'm trying to tell people, man. We don't need the system, bro. We don't need the system. There's people within this community that know how to do everything. Doctors, lawyers, veterinarians, conspiracy theorists, prostitute bitches. Everything. Chefs, athletes, producers, artists. We don't need anything outside of our own community. And every day we focusing on the bullshit they telling us to talk about, bro. It don't.
So I'm here to check out Keith. He's interested in setting up his LLC for his business.
Set
I'm
up
gonna
these
show
nuts,
him.
nigga.
Hi there, and welcome to my local woods. I have been asked
I
to.
will hang out with this nigga. He probably teach me how to do all the survival shit I need in one day. Right? Nigga probably teach me how to fucking catch a squirrel or some shit. Defer, is that a word? Defer it. He probably teach me how to this squirrel. You know what I'm saying? This how you catch a squirrel, nigga. That has to be like catching a squirrel. It's easier to catch a roach than it is to catch a squirrel. Probably start a fire with his beard or some shit, man.
To comment on. Shocking. You shouldn't be shocked. You should be ashamed of yourselves. I'm going to make my campfire now, and while I do that, take a look at this.
I just don't even know why.
I told you, we 1 minute in the video, and he doing all types of shit that I don't even know how to do. I don't know how to start no fucking fire, bro. We 1 minute in the video. He doing shit. He doing shit that we were supposed to learn how to do when we was children.
There aren't uprisings all over the country. Maybe there will be.
People need to start taking to the streets. This is a dictator.
You know, there needs to be unrest in the streets for as long as there's unrest in our lives.
Enemies of the state.
Show me where it says that protests are supposed to be polite and peaceful.
Do something about
It's a squirrel kebab. Can you imagine? You be doing all types of tricks and shit, like the niggas at Hibachi and shit.
dad's immigration practices, you feckless.
When they go low, you can.
How do you resist the temptation to run up and wring her neck?
The biggest terror threat in this country is white men, most of them radicalized to the right.
I thought he should have punched him in the face. I said, even if you lost, he insulted your wife.
Yes.
He came down the escalator and called Mexicans rape and murder. He said, well, what do you think I should have done? I said, I think you should have punched him in the face and then gotten out of the race. You would have been a hero.
I'd like to punch him in the face. I said, if we were in high school, I'd take you behind the gym and beat the hell out of him.
Punch some people in the face.
When was the last time an actor assassinated a president?
They're still going to have to go out and put a bullet in Donald Trump, and that's a fact.
Look, as his character is stabbed to death.
Man.
Where is John?
Dude right here, man. This dude just made a fire. He has some twigs. He has some twigs, some dirt, and some chest hair dandruff. And that nigga that made a fire. Ain't that some shit?
When you need it.
I have thought an awful lot about blowing up the White House.
A Missouri state senator is under investigation by the Secret Service after saying she hopes President Trump is assassinated.
I will go and take Trump out tonight.
And I can add to this that just days before the shooting, President Biden he actually said that we need to put Trump in a bullseye. I I understand that he didn't mean that in a literal sense, more like a figure of speech, but still, it doesn't look good, you know. And this is not how we should talk about political opponents. And
this is where I say that's bullshit. Okay? Them motherfuckers gotta go.
I don't care if you like Trump or dislike Trump. It's not about that.
It is about that.
I don't care if you're politically centrist to the left or to the right. It's not about that.
It is about that. And we need to have like a celebrity death match type, you know what I'm saying, Royal Rumble with all of these politicians and, you know what I'm saying, public servants and all of these people in the government. And they need to fucking get the fuck out of here. Period.
It's about
period.
How we talk.
Period with a T, nigga.
About our opponents, how we behave in society. Because what we're looking at now is at least partly the effect
jerky. That's
of
crazy.
years of mainstream media and politicians calling Trump a fascist, a dictator, the devil, Hitler, and I mean, no, I'm not trying to say that they have all the blame. You know, people who said that. I'm not saying that the shooter is to blame, of course, but this should come as no surprise. Trump has been called on a daily basis a threat to democracy.
So yeah, I don't know. I listened to this dude like a while ago. He calls out a lot of shit, you know what I'm saying? But I don't know if he's a Trumper or not. I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't know if he's a Trumper or not. Let me see if I can try to get one more. We'll go to this guy. I definitely gotta leave. I gotta turn this off in 5 minutes. So this is Kinfolk. Once again, 100,000 subscribers. I don't know how you motherfuckers is getting so many goddamn subscribers. They didn't cap me out at 12. I'm gonna have to fucking make a whole different channel or go on a whole different platform if I ever want to grow my channel or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Playing NBA 2K in 2024 is crazy as hell. I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. I haven't played 2K in like 5 years. I guess he didn't talk about it, or okay.
I got a question for you. For the folks at home
Look at
who
this
don't
gay
know about
ass nigga
campus
right
yet,
here.
tell them how you describe campus to me.
Look at this gay ass nigga. What is he wearing, bro? What is this nigga wearing, bro?
Now, today, we're going to talk about Donald Trump and the world stage. Where do I begin? So, yesterday, on 13/7, let's just jump right into it. On 13/7, let's go to the base. Let's go to because I don't want to hear, anything. So I'm just going to go to the base ciphers, right? This is gematria. Breaking down the English language as we know it. A being the first letter of the alphabet, Z being the 26. And when you do these things, you start to see a numerical pattern that's going on organically and non-organically. This situation right here is an example of non-organic gematria. And I haven't even looked into it yet, but I'm already knowing. So first and foremost, this happened yesterday, and we're going to break down the video as well. This occurred on 13/7, right? 13/7. When government equals 137. This is the day that this occurred, on 13/7. Government equals 137. White House equals 137. And forgive me because I don't really remember these. This is the most important one though, because it reads like a riddle already. On 13/7, the future 47th president was quote unquote shot. It reads just like a riddle. On the 13th of July, Trump, the 47th president, is shot. When Trump equals 47, and this year is 2024. So in the year 24, Trump will be the 47th president. And on 13/7, Trump, which equals 47, was shot on this day, man. This is scripted drama. And y'all keep falling for it. And of course, the shooter is dead. So now we don't hear anybody's side of the story besides the people that want to tell you this. Come on, man. We're going to dive into this situation, man. This is nothing but stay.
Niggas are saying you got to get donkey fucked by Shaquille O'Neal if you want to if you want to become an apprentice and shit. If you want this apron, nigga, you want this apron, nigga. You want this apron, nigga. All right, well, Shaquille O'Neal is waiting for you in Shaquille O'Neal is waiting for you in that room, nigga. Can you imagine getting? Never mind.
It's staged drama. The president just got shot, but when he comes back up, instead of rushing him off the stage immediately, let's stand here. When the shooter can get off a potential another shot, can shoot right through them Secret Service, shoot right through.
After Shaquille O'Neal, just raped all the dignity out of you, and any type of relationship you have with the creator is just completely destroyed. And they can tell your bitch ass Shaquille O'Neal then found your G spot. And he gonna tell you when he walk out the room, he gonna tell your bitch ass, nigga, put some icy hot on your asshole, man up.
Through them, hit him again. But no, let's stand here and allow Donald Trump to have his cinematic triumph, and stand here, throw up this fist, let the American people know that I'm still here, I'm still standing, and I am your hero. Let's allow him to stand here and have this cinematic triumph first before we get him off the stage with no type of urgency whatsoever. He's still in danger, but let's still sit here and let him do this. And it's live at 3:21, so it's about to be 3:22. So if you understand what's going on and you know that Skull and Bones These is all rituals that's going on right in front of you.
Mm-hmm.
So let's see if it hits 322.
You know, and the only wow. They said NBC News Live at 3:22 p.m. This is happening at 3:22 p.m. At least that's what it says on the screen. Unbelievable. I never even thought to look at what time it happened.
322. So now let's get him off the stage at 3:22 p.m. Wow. Man, come on, man. Come on.
Wow.
Have you not? All right, come on. Let's move on from this. Let's move on from this. Yes, at 3:22, Donald Trump left the stage. Skull and bones, man. Donald John Trump equals 220 and 76. Right? Donald John Trump. He got up, they rushed him off the stage. They sat there, probably waited. That's probably why they waited for the clock to strike 3:22. Just like when Joe Biden, when it was 3:22, when Joe Biden told you to go get that thing.
Told you to go get that thing-a-lang. That thing-a-lang. That thing-a-lang.
He told you to get that thing. That's what time it was when they gave him the booster shot. Anyway, moving along. Donald John Trump, right? And this synchronicity with Skull and Bones, with him being rushed off the stage at 3:22. Donald Trump equals 220 and 76. Skull and Bones. Skull and Bones equals 76 in the same cipher, right? And 202, 220, zeros have no value. So you have the number 2 and the number 2. More importantly, the other name for Skull and Bones is the Brotherhood of Death. These are Skull and Bones rituals that's going on right in front of you. The Brotherhood of Death equals 220, just like, once again, Donald John Trump. But let's start connecting his birthday to this. Let's start connecting his birthday to this incident.
Hold on. This is not dairy? How is this so creamy?
Whoa.
So creamy.
So he was born June 14th. He was born June 14th, 1946. And this happened yesterday. Skull and Bones. So this happened 4 weeks and 1 day. This happened 4 weeks and 1 day after Donald Trump's birthday. I just told you.
Oh yeah, definitely check out Call Me Kinfolk. This is part 1. I'm gonna definitely do a part 2. If not tomorrow, sometime, in the near future. This wasn't necessarily my top 10. I think it was like maybe three or 4 channels here that are in my top 10. But I'm just going through all of these channels that I listen to, that I want to give my flowers to and tip my hat to for the content that they make. And in a real world, we would all be outside and come together, and it'd be a beautiful thing, But appreciate everybody chiming in on the video. You know what I'm saying? Try to give y'all a proper outro. The last couple shows I've been doing, I just been hanging up on y'all niggas. I
just been hanging up on y'all niggas. Niggas don't even say bye. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man, that's it, bro. That's it. That's part one. We'll get into part two sometime soon. All right. You did. Let's see. Because I do got some more. You know, great content creators that I want to share. But yeah, if you fuck with my content, if you want to support my channel, definitely check me out on Patreon. Patreon.com/lowkeyt, okay? If you want to support what we got going on around chill over yonder, between Normandy and Weston, okay? All right. Definitely gonna try to get some interviews together. My schedule is pretty fucking trash. You know, I was off yesterday. When I work at night, when I get home in the morning, I'm dead the whole day. I'm useless the whole day. You know what I mean? Like, I'm literally trying to get back in my rhythm the entire day. It genuinely fucking sucks. So I'm looking for a different job right now. I'm really only working this job because I'm a slave and I need slave coins to continue being a slave. So I'm gonna try to get something that pays a little more and is better with my schedule, so I can be, at least if nothing else, I can be a content slave, possibly maybe one day be a happy slave. You know, we'll see what happens. All right, man. Salute to everybody. Stay good. Stay positive. You feel me? Yeah, that was my way of saying bye. You know? All right, man. I love y'all. Catch y'all on the next one. Salute. This nigga said, watch out for Shaq. That nigga crazy. You want his apron.